Hello, my absolutely beautiful Libra friends, and welcome to your horoscope for September of 2022, where I get to say happy birthday to you this month, Libra, because we are going to move out of the realm of the spirit and that quiet place where you rest, you restore, you kind of get ready and get revamped for your new year that's coming up. So we are going to see birthday time rolling around this month, and it's absolutely incredible. Now, we've also got some planets stepping into retrograde, one of which is Mercury in your sign. As well, we've got Mars getting ready for pre-retrograde shadow energy. So it's really kind of a big deal this month as we're getting prepped, we're getting set, and we're getting our specific degrees and energy together for what we will work on in October and November, where we will also welcome these retrogrades, but also pretty intense eclipse energy. So plenty going on birthday month, but also happy birthday. This is the beginning of your annual year if you're one of our Libras that is on this side of the birthday cusp. So let's jump in here, Libra, and see what's going on this month. Right at the beginning of the month, on the 3rd, we see Mars slowing down to get ready. It's getting into pre-retrograde shadow time at 8 degrees of Gemini. Now, between 8 degrees of Gemini and 25 degrees of Gemini is where you're really going to be watching, Libra, okay? Because we're going to work on this energy all the way until March of 2023. So you really want to be mindful of what is happening in this Gemini area of your chart. Now, if you don't have a chart, please make sure that you get one. Either click below, get one from me, go to astro.com, get one from whoever you prefer to work with, but get it so that you know exactly what this means in your particular chart. That's really, really important, okay? But what you want to be paying attention to, because this is also another air energy, we'll also see a grand trine in air this month as well, is intellectual ideas, feats, defeats, ideas. They're going to be reviewing for you at this time. But with Mars, you're re-looking at their strategy, right? How does this work? How is it working out for you? How does this move? Do you actually have the desire to be doing this particular thing? So these all very Martian concepts are going to be floating to the table as you're reviewing for this particular energy, okay? Now, as we get to the 5th, we're going to see Venus move into the energy of Virgo. Now, this is another continuation of where the sun is already traveling. So the 12th house is very, very strong for you. Quiet, rest, spirituality, rejuvenation, all of these things are on the table for you right now, Libra, to be going back over your spiritual nature, your creative space, the space of maybe where you have sickness, or do you have addiction? What do you have that's going on in a very spiritual way that at this time Venus and Virgo can help you do the tending? And it also, Venus as an attracting energy is pulling in the resources, the people, the harmony you need to allow this area to just have really nice salve on it, okay? Have a really nice payday that could become available to you as well. You know, do you create spiritual content? Do you create health, fitness, wellness, pattern finding content? And maybe you've even been working on that in this 12th house quiet space behind the scenes, and it'll be ready to come out as Venus gets into your sign and we travel a little bit more into the month. Now, on the 9th, we're going to see Mercury taking its retrograde in your sign at 8 degrees. Okay, Mercury retrograding in your sign. I want you to be thinking back. What was going on in your life as we got to August 20th? Now, Mercury would have started to slow down for pre-retrograde shadow time here in the energy of Virgo at 24 degrees, and then continued its pathway forward all the way until today, until we get to September 9th. So in this time frame, what have you been reviewing? What have you been doing? What have you been taking yourself out to? Where have you been saying, for my next year, I would really like to do this? What creative or intellectual projects have you been working on? If you do anything with publishing, marketing, broadcasting, PR, anything like that that expands you out just a little bit, this is also a time where you could have really been relooking at, how am I marketing myself? How am I thinking about myself? Now, as Mercury is going to take its retrograde in your sign, you're going to review some of those things that we've been doing. Mercury will slide itself back into the Virgo energy, but not for a couple more days, okay? On the 10th, we're going to have a full moon at 17 degrees of Pisces. Now, this is going to light up your 6th house space for you, so daily routines, health, wellness, including your mental health and wellness, projects that you've been working on, especially are you freelance and you're working on projects or projects at work, things you've got to be working on with coworkers or coworkers themselves, people you're being of service to. Are you a caretaker in some way, Libra? You know, whatever this looks like and how it manifests in that area, at this time, the full moon is asking us to end something, acknowledge something, or make an adjustment. And the adjustment really is in terms of having spiritual needs met. Am I taking care of my spiritual needs? Do you have a daily routine in your life that has a flow you feel like you can work with, or is every day feeling like you're moving through molasses? It's feeling really hard. It feels like it's not natural for you to move in this way. Right now, Uranus is going to be in really nice connection with this particular moon. So a willingness to end, acknowledge, or adjust, innovate this area of your life, I think comes with a lot more willingness at this particular time. Not to mention, if we flash back, we just had the Uranus North Node Mars conjunction at 18 degrees of Taurus. This moon is sitting at 17 degrees, so a really nice sextile aspect. So truly, the places where you've seen that it's like, if I'm going to have some kind of spiritual material in this world, peace and relief, I've got to be willing to detach and innovate and seek the spiritual solution, because when we straighten out spiritually, then we straighten out financially, materially, mentally, and all of that stuff. It's not like I get my money together and then I get spiritually right. So you can be thinking about this in terms of your daily routine, okay? When we get to the 22nd, happy birthday, Libra. We've got the sun entering into your sign, bringing light, heat, life, and vitality. It is your annual beginning. You start your year here, and I am so curious and so interested to know, Libra, what is it in you that you're calling into your life in terms of balance, in terms of relationships, in terms of making any changes you want to make, going out, being an active leader in your own life and being responsible for that? What are the elements of earth and grounding that you're maybe calling into your life this year, right? That's a really interesting question. When we think about air and earth, they actually don't quite understand each other in terms of elements. But do you feel like there's something that you need to call in terms of grounding this month? We've got a grand trine in earth that's also happening. So what are you calling in for your annual year? Whatever it is, just know that the sun is beaming and ready to work for you right here. Now, when we get to the 23rd, we see that Mercury that's been retrograding your side sliding back to that Virgo energy. And remember, it's going to go from 29 degrees of Virgo all the way to 24 degrees of Virgo before it's going to come direct. But now, as this Mercury retrograde slides back into Virgo, it's again in this 12th house space. So now you are reviewing things that have been happening behind the scenes. I'm telling you, if it's been projects that are creative and beautiful, maybe something with someone elderly in your life, babies, or specialized populations, right? Somebody who fits into a specialized population in your life. If there's been autoimmune or immunity issues, if there's been addiction issues, if there's been spiritual creative content that's been coming out of you, or a healing that's going on, research, things behind the scenes, now this Mercury retrograde is going to help you to review absolutely all of that, okay? On the 25th, we're going to have a new moon at just 2 degrees of Virgo, so it's like your monthly birthday present, where you get to plant your seeds of intention to begin what you would like to next in your next year. When the sun and the moon are together, anything's possible. What do you want for yourself, Libra? What do you want for your body? Where do you need to have peace brought into your life? Where would you like to have a little bit more connection? Where would you like to call in relationships and resources that help you come to the next level of experience or understanding? Now, this moon is also going to be in conversation with Jupiter. So what I can tell you is, while I want you to plant your seeds of intention, do really well, health, wellness, finances, all of those things, Jupiter can make it really, really big, right? So there's this idea of, it's got to be grandiose. I've got to do it all today. I've got to have it all today. It's got to look this way, and it's very, very big. So while I want you to call and plant your seeds of intention of what you want here, remember, you may be getting there by loving others and participating with others, which may create a slowdown in the process. And you don't want something super huge in the beginning that you're not quite ready to handle. You maybe have to ease yourself into it, okay? So just kind of keep that in mind. Now, to help call this into your life, we've also got Venus just here on the 29th as we close out this month, moving into the energy of Libra as well. So it's your ruling planet. You're looking good, smelling right, completely in a set of magnetism, because you may actually find people or resources are just coming towards you because you're highly, highly magnetic at this time. You know, there's just this beauty, this inclination for magnetism and a pull of resources towards you. So if you find yourself feeling a little bit extra beautiful, like you've got a little bit of extra glamour, or like you do want to glow up a little in this season, or you find that people are gravitating to you, enjoy this. This is a beautiful season where this gets to travel, you know, towards you all the way until we get into the beginning of October. So enjoy that Venus, enjoy that Sun, enjoy that Mercury retrograde, you know, just enjoy all of it, because it's really putting you in a position to say, in this month where I am starting my annual Libra season, my solar year, what are the pieces that I'm working with? What am I ready to shed that doesn't need to come forward anymore? All right, my absolutely beautiful friends, like this video, comment, share, subscribe. I love you, Libra. If you want to know more about what's going on in the month and really explore those transits and get a deeper dive into what's going on every month, make sure you join me over on Patreon. And if not, I will see you, beautiful friends, right here. Bye, Libra.